Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. Betty Rock has been a little quiet the last little bit. I think she is on her elusive journey to find the perfect pair of jeans.
Your potties, you're probably sick of hearing it, so I'll keep it short and sweet. I am tired. I'm tired. I think I've Googled a bunch of things. Yeah. I think... skinny jeans. Here, oh gosh. Okay, you know what? I said I was going to keep it short. I'm not. I'm going to keep it long.
Let it out.
Okay, so skinny jeans. Skinny jeans. You like skinny jeans.
I love skinny jeans.
But when it comes, and I think you'll admit this, when it comes to skinny jeans for women, they're different from men's skinny jeans. Men's skinny jeans.
Yours have smaller ankles, which I wish ours had. Yeah, I know.
But yours don't cling to your kneecap. Okay.
Let me look and see. Hang on a second. I'll be right back with you. No, I guess not. I mean, it's not like super tight. No.
Define cling to the kneecap.
I will
like
show
leggings.
you. Like, that is cling.
Sure.
Okay, you can see the outline
like
of my
kneecap. It will
kneecap.
not leave your knee.
Yes.
Right,
and like when you bend, you can feel a pinch in the back of your knee.
Don't love that.
Okay? Yeah. That is not fun. But they make so many jeans now with the elasticy type stuff in them.
Fake jeans.
And I guess maybe it's because I feel a little bit self-conscious about my legs because I don't want them to be just like... I used to be called chicken legs back in the day.
It's so funny. That was the first word that popped into my head.
And so, I mean, maybe that's stuck with me, but I don't want it to be just me with these little chicken legs just going up and down.
Really what we have to get to. Before we get to the rest of the story of the jeans, hold on a second. Mm-hmm. This is like your psychology degree. Like I'm channeling it right now.
Oh, you're channeling it?
I am. I'm channeling it right now.
You're like a secondhand psychology major.
I am actually. It's fascinating that something from your childhood, like being called chicken legs, still carries into your adult decision making when it comes to jeans, and that you still perceive yourself as having chicken legs.
I do, and I don't wear shorts very often.
No, I've seen you in shorts 3 times in the 16 years that I've known you.
And it's because I know they're skinny.
But that's great.
Well, yeah, but also, they're not tan, so that's another thing. But that's a whole other story.
Sure.
When we're going back to the jeans, I think my frustration comes from, okay, I want the skinny jeans because you brought me to the skinny jeans around 2005. Okay, I'm here now, and I'm doing this, and I've been doing it. Now they're saying these stupid Gen Zers are like, that's out. Now we want the cargo wide
straight leg
now.
Baggy is back.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
baggy is back.
That's fine, but I don't want that because I don't know what to do with it. Okay, I'm sounding like a mom now.
Right.
I understand
that's
that.
Okay.
But the honest part of me is, if I'm going to dig down into the true depths of myself.
I love it.
The honest part is, I love flare jeans.
You do. Now, you do have, I will say this, you have a pair of bell-bottom jeans. Mm-hmm. You wore them to the Momentum. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen you wear them. They were big flares, too. Mm-hmm. I've never seen you wear those to work. Those are your special jeans, I'm assuming?
Yes.
They're my night out jeans. I got myself all did up. Yeah. They looked fantastic on you.
Yes.
They were a great cut. They worked great.
I found another cut that it's from American Eagle that I did keep.
That's what mine are.
And I like them. They're flare. They're not, I would say, they're not bell bottom. To me, bell bottom is like really wide leg, and then flare is more like toned down. Yeah. You know, you could wear them with sneakers or whatever. And so I do have a pair of those that are dark because I like the dark.
Did you just get them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, wear them tomorrow.
Well, here's the thing, though. Winter is coming around the corner. You can't wear boots with flare.
Oh, sure. I get that.
So then what am I going to do when I want to wear the boots?
Tuck them in.
Why can't you wear boots with flare?
Tuck them into your boots.
What's wrong with flare in the winter?
You can't wear boots with flare.
In the winter?
Yes.
Well, you might could. Here's what we do.
What's the problem?
Here's what we do.
I'm not taking fashion advice.
No,
from
I'm not offering it.
You should. Here's what you do. Tomorrow I want you to wear this new pair of jeans.
Okay.
And I want you to wear it with whatever shoes you're going to wear, probably like your Chucks or maybe something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. And then bring in a pair of boots, and we'll do a comparison to see. Because some flare you can wear with boots.
Oh, yeah, sure, you can. But, my duck boots that I love, they don't come up that high.
Well, they're not fashion. Yeah, well, you also, you can wear them with a fashion pair of boots. Like duck boots aren't fashion boots.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Now you're like, now I got to find shoes, and I can't do that.
I just want to be comfortable yet fashionable. Like, I don't want to look like a hobo. For instance, today I'm wearing a pair of jeans that I've had for probably 5 years, super faded, and I got them secondhand, but they fit good. Yeah. And then I'm wearing a shirt that I actually wore for my pajamas last night.
I believe it.
And it's from Goodwill.
Yeah.
And it's way too big for me, but I didn't care. Yeah. And I didn't want to wash my hair. I'm probably on the third day.
Willie Nelson hat on, washing. Like you're ready to go.
And I got my hat on with a messy bun.
Yeah.
I want to try, but why do you make it so dang difficult?
Yeah, this is getting sad.
All right. Yeah. I feel like she needs a pint of ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm just frustrated.
Do you want a hug?
And too, some of the things that they're like, this is fashionable. I look at it and I'm like, that is butt ugly.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
honestly butt ugly. Like, what you're wearing is god awful ugly.
I don't like when they do change the fashion trend and then so all the buyers are buying this new thing. Like, for example, like when you like skinny jeans. For a while, for guys' skinny jeans, they started doing like a skinny relaxed fit or whatever, which is like, that's not the point of skinny jeans. Mm-hmm. It's not supposed to be relaxed. There should be nothing relaxed about these. My calves should scream without a pain.
I want to feel like a busted can of biscuits in my jeans.
My calves should be suffocating in these jeans, and they are not. So they changed it, and I had to get okay with it, but still not what I like as far as...
you don't need them any tighter than you've already got them.
No, I do.
No, you do.
I do.
You don't.
I do. There's still room in my calves a little bit.
Well, then work out your calves.
Well, then they'd be worse.
Why?
Oh,
They'd be tight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You would fill out the...
That's true. But then that'd be worse on me because I have to work out.
Let me show you. I got a picture. Okay. These are the jeans that I have.
Those are great.
In your cart?
No, that I already have.
Oh, okay. Oh, those are the ones you bought?
Yeah.
Oh, see, she's wearing them with sneakers there. Yeah,
she is.
Yeah, those are cute.
Yeah.
I personally tend to like skinny jeans, and I think like skinny jeans on women are better typically. Mm-hmm. The bell bottom or the flare, I think, look good when you're dressing them up. Sometimes more than dressing them down. But like my wife hates like skinny jeans, will not buy a pair, doesn't like tight jeans at all. And sometimes she'll wear jeans that are too baggy. And I'm like, you don't understand. It actually is a worse look for you. And I understand all of her self-consciousness.
Yeah, it probably comes from feeling like she is too wide.
Exactly.
So then she wants to wear
I didn't say that. I did not say that. Just be very clear.
No, I think
clear.
I think it comes down to we want to feel confident, but it's hard to feel confident and stay on trend.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I think I'm just going to have to get to the point where, and maybe it's going to come when I turn 40. Who knows? I got 2 more years. But at some point, maybe I should start early. I'm just going to do me.
You should.
And if you don't like it,
absolutely.
Well, take your cargo shorts that are jean shorts from Walmart and walk away.
The problem is you are having trouble just doing you. Like no one else, like you just can't find anything you like. Like if you could find what you like.
I like these.
They're probably great. Those are the pair you bought.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll bring them in
and they
tomorrow.
were only $40.
Oh, that's not
Which
that's not
probably
horrible
as
for
a
jeans.
guy, you're like, what? $40?
No.
But let me
Nah,
tell you, I was just looking at a website where they were $200 and for one pair.
My jeans are
insane.
Normal price $49, and I only buy them when they're like buy one get one half price or whatever. And I get the same pair of jeans. Like I don't go out of there because I spill on myself all the time. Or the other day I was in the garage and my wife had told me, she's like, hey, are you going to work on something? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to work on something. She's like, why don't you change your clothes? And I'm like, I'm just doing something real quick. I'm not going to get anything on me. Sure enough, degreaser on my pants and it doesn't come out. And so it's just like,
who saw that coming?
I know, right? She did. She's always right. It makes me so mad. And so I will buy a couple extra pairs of the jeans that I like for this reason, because eventually they're going to stop making it.
Yeah.
But I'll be good. I'm covered for another till the end times.
But when they stop making it, do you think, oh crap, that means I'm out of style?
Yeah, no, I never think about that. I do not care about that. Like but that's different for guys and girls. I've never had problem being late to the party on trends. I usually am. I hate to get in on the front of something, and so I'll wait till it's been popular, and then it's out and something else has started, and then I'm like adopting it.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point, it's just going to be like, you just got to do you.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. You've got a lot you're
and the
working
haters
with.
are going to hate.
So, yeah, no one, but see, that's the thing.
You have zero.
The only person judging you, honestly, is you. Like, you are your own worst. Again, psychology.
But that's a
over
hard
here.
thing to. That's not an easy thing. Like, I feel like you probably do know that.
Yeah.
That I'm my worst
that you're
enemy?
the worst critic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But too, like I see these pictures of these girls with these, they call them jeggings now, and they're
Jeggings,
pretty
yeah.
much like they're like
leggings,
yeah,
but
they're
jeans.
like leggings, but they're so tight and they've got skinny legs.
Yeah,
so.
and you would look great in them. Like, they would look bad on you. And you're letting the chicken leg comment, like, predicate this. You're letting the chicken leg comment keep you out of skinny jeans just because they're tight on your legs. They probably would look great, and like no one's gonna say boo. No one would say anything. No one would even think anything. They probably think, oh my gosh, Betty looks great. I wish I could look like Betty. Honestly, it's probably that's what I think I would say.
I don't know.
Why can't my calves be that small?
I wish I wasn't the size of like 2 Bettys.
I know.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I'm over it.
Let me see. You feel a little better anyway?
No.
Let me see. Did you see this actor Tom Hanks is warning
actor,
fans?
Tom Hanks.
No,
Never
did you
heard of
see
him.
this
Oh, okay.
actor Tom Hanks?
Oh.
This comma.
I was like,
Yeah, I didn't
think we
pause
know.
her. Because Betty Rock loves herself some Tom Hanks. He is warning fans about a fake advertisement using artificial intelligence. It's generated his face.
This is going to become a thing.
I know.
It's terrible.
It's like, he's like, it's not with my permission. It's an ad for like dental something. And he did a video warning people about it. He's like, it's a deep fake and I had nothing to do with this at all. And this is what I was saying, like with the AI, where it's going to get real murky, is when people do this kind of stuff and they use people's likeness without them. And most of it right now looks fairly good, and it's only going to get better.
Well, you say fairly good, but I would say that's pretty dang good
Yeah.
when he's actually having to speak out and say that's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then that means that people are falling for it because it sounds that close.
Yeah, the sound is good, and the look is really good. Like, the video used to be a little jumpy on like the deep fakes, but it's getting a lot better. And again, it's only going to get harder and harder to tell. And that's the thing, like for actors, I think is more disconcerting than somebody using their likeness and profiting off it.
Yeah.
It's what they could do that would make them look bad. Because for a split second, something makes a headline and then it moves on to the next scandal. And so you could undo somebody or cause them great heartache in their personal life because you don't like them as an actor or whatever, and could put out these deep fakes of them saying, like, with another woman or something like that. And that could alter them.
That could ruin someone's life.
Exactly. And it looks good. And people don't question anything. People, when it's on the internet, it's
fair game.
Exactly. And they just accept it at face value. And so hopefully they're going to find ways to handle some of that stuff in the future, but I don't know. Did you know, this shocked me, the TSA, they intercept nearly 20 what per day at checkpoints?
20 what? So you're saying there's
20 of this per day. What do they find? And they confiscate.
Dentures.
Nice. Good guess.
Wigs.
No.
Oh.
Guns.
Well,
20 guns a day. People trying to get them through TSA checkpoints.
That's scary.
How in the world?
across the whole country?
Yeah, but when you add that up, it's over 5,000 for the year so far.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that. Who thinks I'm going to take my gun and get it through TSA security? I can't even get a water bottle through there, or my gummy bears. What moron is like, I'm going to bring my gun today? I could see. I've heard of some people forgetting that they had, they carry a backpack and it has a place for a handgun.
Do
you have a place for a handgun?
You said at one point, didn't you have a friend who you guys go to the range?
Ammo.
And he had ammo left over.
Yeah.
So,
he had ammo that had bounced into his backpack.
easy
It was
to forget.
Greg.
Didn't notice.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I didn't realize that they've stopped more than 1,800 firearms in carry-on luggage that was loaded.
Oof, that's scary stuff.
Again, you got to be a responsible gun owner.
TSA.
I mean, seriously. I mean, we get frustrated with them, but come on, man. You are allowed to travel with your gun, but you have to check it. I don't know if you have to call, but I would definitely unload it and have it in its own case.
Yeah.
But I don't know what all the rules are for checking it, but apparently you can do that. But yeah, that's the fact that's dangerous for somebody.
I hope too that whoever they catch with these guns, Surely they interview them.
Yeah,
too, right?
Yeah. Why'd you have this? Oh, I just forgot. Or oh, yeah. Did they have some nefarious reason, or is it I have liberties and I can do whatever I want? You know,
who knows?
I have no idea. But I saw that. I was just like kind of surprised. I'm like, I had no idea it was that big of a problem.
Yeah,
I figured it was my water bottle was their biggest issue of the day. When I travel through Nashville. I always get stopped at Nashville. My bag, no, it doesn't matter what it is, and they run it through. And then and I even made the joke the last trip. I'm like, as the bag comes out, then it has an option it stops, and then it either goes straight to you or the wheels turn and it goes sideways, and they check it. And I'm like, oh, good, it got through. All right, one more little thing. And
I
then
hope you're not cheering like that out loud.
I am literally out loud.
Because then they're like, uh-oh.
I know, literally, I see the wheels turn. I'm like, no! I literally go, no! And the bag goes over there. I know. And sure enough, they wheel it over there. And then I had to wait in line for them to check my bag because somebody had brought on 25 big containers of say garlic salt or something like that. And they had sealed them with saran wrap. Yeah. And so it looked sketchy as all get out. So the TSA had to undo every one of those. I don't know if they were starting a restaurant or what. So they had to do every one of those. And I'm just sitting there like, why don't you make that guy wait? Go through 5 other bags here real quick and make that guy wait for being a knucklehead. But we all had to wait till they went through all of that guy's stuff. I'm like, man, it's like he's starting a convenience store, dude. Come on. This is ridiculous. So anyway, Lady Rock, what do you got?
I mean, they're just trying to protect you.
I do understand that. And I do try to be as patient as possible. I never get complained about secondary screening because I always have to hold my necklaces out, my wrists up. No. I'm like, it's fine. If you got to frisk me, go for it. Knock yourself out. I don't even care anymore.
Okay, so my story.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. I'm tired of talking about her, but here
Not
we
me
are
ever.
Again. So there was a joke that NFL put on their Instagram bio, and it said, quote, Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties. And then they removed it because fans weren't amused. Now, I was asking Wally this morning, and I was asking Gavin, how could the, quote, Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties be hurtful to Taylor Swift's fans?
I don't know, because 2-0, basically Taylor's been to 2 games to watch Kelsey play, and they've won both of their games. So there's basically saying, in sports, everybody's superstitious. So all right, good luck charm. Have her at all our games. We're winning. Yeah. So what's the big deal? Did you dig into this?
Yes.
Thank you. Why? Why would Swifties go nuts?
So the reason is the NFL is suddenly making a fortune off its connection with the music sensation. So when Taylor Swift is there, then their views are going up.
Okay.
Sales are going up. Tickets, jerseys, all of that.
Whose
they're
fault
going
is that?
up. The fans?
Exactly.
Taylor's.
It is Taylor's.
But they're saying that there's a conspiracy theory that because she's drawing more attention to the NFL, that she's on all these network cameras, more money is coming in. So they're like, okay, we're going to make a few bad calls to help the Chiefs win, because if the Chiefs win, then the more views and the more money we're going to get.
Unbelievable.
I feel like it's just so...
And so with the NFL on Instagram putting that quote up there, they're kind of saying as a joke, hey, the Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties.
Right.
Well, the Swifties are hurt by that, saying, well, our girl isn't being used to help make you money, and they're not winning because of her and all this stuff. It's ridiculous.
I feel like people are I feel like that's just it's a waste of time.
The fact that the NFL pulled it down is even worse to me.
I wish they hadn't done that.
I would have doubled down.
Silly.
I would have whatever could infuriate the Swifties more, I would have done.
Also because
then the more they go nuts, the better it is for you.
Well, the game that they played on Sunday, I guess a lot of people were not happy with some of the calls that the ref had made.
Yeah.
Hadn't made.
It was egregious.
And so that's where the conspiracy theories come in, where they're saying, well, if the ref was making bad calls, it's because someone on the NFL side talked to him and said, no, we want to keep the Chiefs winning so that Taylor Swift keeps coming and the sales keep
Mahomes is the quarterback for the Chiefs, right? Okay, there was a different conspiracy going around on TikTok. A guy was saying that the Chiefs, like everyone in the world was betting on them. They had 8 points or whatever, and to cover the spread, like for gambling, all they had to do was get a touchdown, and people were going to make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And so Mahomes comes out of the pocket. He has an easy touchdown, and he slides at the 2-yard line. Mm-hmm. He could have been hit. Like they already were going to win the game, right?
Yeah.
They didn't need the touchdown.
It was the kind of thing where they didn't need the touchdown. The touchdown, it wouldn't have mattered per se.
Right. But it mattered to the points.
Yeah, it mattered to anybody who
had money on the game.
Gambles on sports.
And that's what this guy is saying. He said that somehow they get word to Mahomes. He's saying that football is fixed, that they get word to Mahomes, you're not going to cover the spread, or you're going to cover the spread. You need to not score. So he slides, right? Which I don't believe at all. I think he was just protecting himself because there was one guy that could have hit him. And if he doesn't slide, he's fair game.
Yeah, it's not worth it for Patrick to like go for the score and risk his body whatsoever. Right. They need him terribly. I also personally just don't like, they can say that like Taylor's bringing in some like extra money for like the NFL these days, and it's raising Travis's, popularity.
It's doing more for Travis than the NFL.
It's good and all that. The NFL as an entity,
right?
Like, still, no offense to Taylor, like still like financially dwarfs Taylor in terms of like the finances that the NFL brings in, like because of the fact that like these teams are worth like $6 billion,
and nobody's turning in extra to the game to hopefully see her on the camera in the box. This is not happening.
I genuinely. And again, this is based on no research.
Except for Swifty.
I genuinely don't believe that like Swifties per se are bringing any extra serious money to the NFL. So
no, except for the sales. Like the Kelsey shirts went up, so that's fine.
Yeah, the jerseys.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it's like
it's not so
views,
bad. It's not so.
The views on the different channels have gone up because people are hoping to get a view of Taylor up in the box.
Even then, I still don't think it's that high.
I know. So if you're doing that, then that's your fault. Don't watch the game.
Yeah, it's weird.
But then I'll miss her. I missed a second of her standing there.
Yeah. Ugh. I wonder if this was all rooted in like a handful of people.
Everything on the internet is rooted in a handful of people.
I think that's the serious weird problem.
Yeah. And the news takes everything, like 2 stories off the internet or 1 Twitter post, and then they make that the story. Well, Twitter is saying, no, one knucklehead on Twitter said. All right, anyway, do you have some birthdays for us? Happy birthday to you.
I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh, that was easy.
That's not bad.
Is there a question?
Oh, wait.
That we could answer.
Wait. I do have one, actually.
Exciting.
Let's
Melissa,
make it special. The other Wally Show historian, she wants to wish a happy 12th anniversary to the Wally Show.
Oh, that's
Would
cool.
October 3rd be the day that...
I don't know.
Was it from Total Access to the Wally Show 12 years ago?
You would have to ask Melissa. She knows better than I do.
I kind of trust her at this point.
I am so bad at celebrating like past moments. I don't know. I know my birthday. I know my anniversary. My wife knows our dating anniversary, which I do also. I think it's the 26th of October. But our marriage is
coming up.
Yes, it is coming up. But our marriage is the 27th. So for a while that messed me up. But like I don't know how long we've been doing this show, the 3 of us. I don't know how long we did it before that when Becca was here. I never remember dates and times like that. I remember seasons and just kind of what it was, but I don't remember specifics at all.
Yeah.
So 12 years.
Yeah. We have a question from Neil.
Okay.
Neil wants to know if you could read one person's mind.
Oh, gosh.
Whose would it be? Read a mind. That doesn't mean you can change it. Just means you know what they're thinking.
I mean, the easy answer is my wife, because some days, holy moly, I have no idea what that woman is thinking. The other one would be Betty, because although I'm pretty good at reading Betty, like I have Betty kind of dialed in, and I've learned, okay, it's a day, don't mess with her, or like. So I'd have to go with my wife. It would just make my life easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. I feel like there are people that I wouldn't want to read the mind of because I
don't know what they think.
I wouldn't want to catch a whiff of a thing that they are hiding from me or like an opinion of me that they're hiding. Yeah. I trust that my wife has a good opinion of me on most days.
I'd love to know, Betty, where you don't have a husband, because that's the easy answer for Gavin and I. Yeah. So who would yours be?
I assume it's not one of us.
No.
It's not me. I know
who is it?
I think I would go with either.
Is it one of your cats?
Yeah. Oh. Buford or
no, okay.
No, I do. I really want to know. Do they love me or do they not?
They don't. But no, you feed them. No, they love you. What about a human? Like, what a human?
Well, then, if I ask you outside of me or your wife,
yes,
who would you choose?
Outside of you or my wife, who would I choose to know?
And your daughter?
I think Biden, because I'd like to just know if there really is something going on up there, or if he's just is there a medical problem, or what's going on with him?
I think I'd choose my pastor, and just because Nick, you've always talked about the old days when my pastor used to be the youth pastor and he used to talk incomprehensibly fast.
Yeah,
I think his mind probably works that way too. So I'd love to see the speed that his mind is working at.
Sometimes, in the past, I definitely would have liked old bosses to know what they were really thinking, in a meeting.
Sounds
or
unhealthy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Dangerous.
All right, what about you, Rock?
I think I would go with Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, just to spite me.
No, because how does he do it all?
Yeah.
He does so much.
He has people.
Doesn't have a cape
I just want to know how he does it and how he seems to be able to get enough sleep. Does he get enough sleep? I don't know.
He's beautiful. What
does he eat?
Yeah. Healthy.
Well, I don't know about beauty.
He treats himself to a cheeseburger every 3 years.
I don't know. That's who I think I would go with.
Do you remember that movie with Mel Gibson, What Women Want?
Yeah.
Great movie.
They made a What Men Want.
Yeah, that wasn't as good.
Weird Tiffany Haddish movie.
It was not.
It was bad.
It was not good. But the first one was so great. He gets electrocuted, and then all of a sudden he can he can hear what women are thinking. Mm-hmm. And the thought of that on the surface is so great. But the one thing they explored is he has this perception of himself, and the women in the office, he thinks he's so smooth, and they think he's a total tool, and that's throwing him, know. Mm-hmm. So to hear what people actually thought about you would be jarring.
I would never choose that.
I don't think I could either.
I don't think it would be.
I think it would leave me sad and depressed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think I would like that because we all do. Hold back some of our opinion, and even the most opinionated person in the world doesn't give you everything, and so I think that when you actually learned what people thought, sometimes it would be like, oh. Yeah.
But then again, if you do know, what your wife is thinking, oh, I sure don't feel loved today.
Yeah.
I wish you could show. I mean, you would get a lot of brownie points.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah.
But then the next day, all I'll hear is, man, I wish he would do that
more often
every day. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't do it every single day.
I know.
Too much pressure to be a good husband.
It would be nice because there are times my wife, I swear she thinks I can read her mind and won't tell me things.
You act like you can.
Sometimes, but there are things I'm like, wow, what in the world?
You know what?
I was telling Betty, I came in hot today, and not even at Betty, but I was just I had a conversation with my wife right before going to bed. We're going to do this on the show tomorrow. But I had a conversation about how I've had to change a lot of things about myself to fit her. And then when I asked her, I said, what have you changed to fit me? And it's neither one of us could come up with anything, and it's and she really did. She goes, I'm actually sad. I'm like, why are you sad? She goes it's true. You have changed all these things because I asked you to, and I haven't changed anything for you,
I think some people are just better rooted in the confidence in who they are, but it comes in a good fashion per se. You would probably say, and I know you talk proudly of the days of some of your old radio stuff, that there's a thrill to it and all that, but you would say that leaving some of that stuff behind was a good thing. Coming back to your faith and all these things, automatically a good thing. But some people, especially when I think of Haley, I'm I don't think she ever left her faith. And I don't think I did either, but I certainly stopped really caring about pouring into it per se. I think some people, those people in those scenarios, they've been there their whole life, and that obviously doesn't necessarily mean that they had anything to change or had something big to change.
I tried to tell Marty this, and then I had to tell Betty this after the fact because I was like amped up. But I tried to tell Marty this. I said, yeah, the things you've asked me to change weren't bad things. They were actually better for me, but I still had to change them. And some of them I don't necessarily agree with, and some of them are kind of who I am at my core, and I've had to alter my behavior around her in certain ways, you know. And I've done similar things for Betty as well to make her life better and her happier at work and things like that. But then Betty reminded me, well, I've done this too and stuff like that because I saw it very one-sided. Like I didn't see it as you had to change anything. You were asking me to change things, and so I changed things to work better with you, but you didn't really have to do anything because you're perfect already. So it must be nice. It's easy. But yeah, I realize you've made some changes too.
I felt like I was on a roller coaster
this morning. Absolutely.
No,
just now.
No, yeah, because you're like, and then I realized that nobody makes any changes for me. But then I realized that Betty Rock does, and then I was like, wait, they're good for me. But no, she really doesn't change anything at all. And so she's the worst. I'm like, wait, where am I going?
No, you're the best. You're the best. No,
that initial conversation was at 6 a.m.
Yeah, it was hot too.
That's part of this job is that sometimes I feel like I've never heard or had more like serious conversations before
5 a.m. or whatever. Yeah,
the sun comes up in my life.
Yeah, that's what this job. Well, because we had done a news story too that I was really amped up about, and I was just kind of playing around.
5-minute break.
I know. I was just kind of playing around at first about it, but it got onto the subject of how my wife, whenever she makes an excuse for somebody, she's like Betty. They want to see the best in people, and they want to see the other side. So, like, say somebody's driving in front of you. And this is the point I was trying to make on the regular podcast, but I was too amped up to make it like succinct. So somebody's driving in front of you, and my first reaction is to be upset with them for driving in front of me. Betty and my wife will be like, oh, well, maybe they are, lost in thought because they've just had someone pass away, and so they're driving really slow because of that. And that's a possibility. But then I'm like, well, maybe they have drugs in the car and they don't want to get stopped, you know, and so they're a bad person. And so, like, that also is a possibility, but my wife will not accept that as a possibility. It only is her version of this person is perfect, you're impatient, they've done nothing. And I'm like, but theoretically, mine could be true as well.
Okay, I think what I'm hearing is you want someone to validate you. Or you want someone to get mad at the same situation. You've talked about this before, where you're like, I just want you to see how messed up this is.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why I think he watches and like sticks to. That's why you I think to a degree. That's why when some of us, when people turn on, like, let's say TikTok, and there's this like segment where, for example, Matt Walsh is diving into an opinion on something and is expressing, wholeheartedly an opinion that we agree with. Like, we want to sit there and like listen and watch that because it's like, yeah, like he is saying exactly how I feel. Right. And like, you definitely, it's like fair because like some of the things that you feel, upset about, I think we all like feel upset about.
I think, and I'm speaking out of turn for Marty, but I do know that her and I think similarly about a lot of things. But if I were in her shoes and doing the same thing that is aggravating you that you're talking about, the reason she's doing it is because she wants to de-escalate the situation.
Sure. Absolutely.
So she doesn't want you amped up, mad, and angry.
Right. Absolutely.
So she's trying to de-escalate the situation. But while she's trying to de-escalate it, she is actually
escalating
it. You're seeing it as not validation.
Right. She's actually making it worse by not going, yeah, that person is a jerk. I agree with you. Yeah, they shouldn't be driving like that. So instead, when she takes the side of the other person with a made-up thing that we don't know, then it makes me go harder on this side with my own made-up thing versus, the best thing to do would be like, I can't believe this, man. That's frustrating.
You should probably tell her that.
I will, actually. I'm like, because I'm just, as we're talking about this, I'm like, that's exactly what's happening. CCU has paid off for you. Colorado Christian University. I got to give you guys some props on making Betty's brain psychologically smarter with that psychological class you took. Nicely done.
Thank you.
I love it, Rock.
And on that note, thanks
for being a potty.
Good end.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.